What up, what up? Welcome to Mr. Brown's class where there's no whining and no complaining. Today we're on one of the more important things that we will talk about in algebra class. Equations in slope-intercept form. So we've graphed equations before, alright? We've used standard form, alright? And we've also used just a table, a function table to graph. Okay, but probably the most easiest way to graph a lot of just lines, linear, okay, straight lines, is by using slope-intercept form. All right, this is going to be confusing at first, but the formula is y equals mx plus b. All right, now the m stands for slope. All right, so whatever number is front of x is your slope, and then b is your y-intercept. Okay, once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to graph in this form. All right, so let me give you an example. Y equals 3x minus 4. Now, we have two variables. We have an input and an output. We know that this line is going to go on forever. Whatever it is, it's going to go on forever, okay, and have a million, infinite number of solutions. Okay, now we could make a table, right? But there's a lot easier way to do it, right? Like I said, if they ask for the slope is 3, right? And remember that it's over 1, right? So the slope is always rise over run. And your y-intercept, okay, is going to be negative 4. So if it has a minus in front of it, your y-intercept's negative 4. So it's all right there for you. And you only have to do two things to graph. All right, so the first thing, okay, is graph y-intercept. Okay, so whatever the y-intercept is, we're going to graph that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we know this is the y-axis, so we just go to 0, negative 4, and put a dot there. All right, so very simple. Okay, so whatever that number is, we go on the y-axis and put a dot. Now, number 2. Now, this is key. Right? From the y-intercept, right, we want to use slope. Okay, from this dot, not from back up here, all right? So the slope's 3 over 1, so we go up 1, 2, 3 over 1. And it would keep going. We don't have to do this, but up 1, 2, 3 over 1. Now we can even go backwards. We can go negative 3, 1, 2, 3, negative 1. Negative 3 over negative 1 is still positive 3. Right? And so this is our line. Okay? And it goes on forever in both directions. Okay, so here is your slope, here is your y-intercept. Okay, so now it gets a little bit trickier. Well, let's do another one here. See if you can do this one. Y equals 5x plus 7. Okay, see if you can pause it and graph this one. Okay, so 5 is your slope. And positive 7 is your y-intercept. Okay, so when I go to graph this, I want to go up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is going to be a good example. All right, now, our slope is 5 over 1. A positive 5 over a positive 1. Now, I'm going to run out of room here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. It would be somewhere up in this area, okay, off the thing. But remember, positive 5 over positive 1 is the same as negative 5 over negative 1, because a negative divided by a negative is positive. So watch. If I go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm still on that line. Still on, no, that's a crooked line. Still on that line. All right, so that is the graph of the line. All right, so the number in front, okay, is your slope, all right, and that's your y-intercept. Now, we're going to have a little bit trickier ones here that we're going to have to rearrange, okay. We have, let's say that we have 2x 2x plus 3y minus 9. Now we have equals 0. Now we're going to have to use our algebra skills to rearrange so y equals mx plus b. So we need to get y by itself. This is why earlier in the year we had to learn how to get letters by themselves. All right, so pause it and see if you can get y equals something x, all right, plus something else or minus something else. Okay, so the first thing is get rid of the number that's all by itself. All right, so we're going to add 9 to both sides. We have 2x plus 3y equals 9. Now, when we want to move a whole thing, remember our goal is to get y by itself. When we want to move a whole thing by itself, we want to add or subtract. And since this is positive, we're going to subtract 2x. All right, so we're going to have 3y equals negative 2x. Remember, we want the slope first, so that's negative 2x, and that's a positive 9, so plus 9. And then when we want to separate two things, we divide. We divide everything. So we have y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. Now remember, when this fraction, when one of the numbers is negative, all of it's negative. Okay, either one's negative. Negative 2, positive 3, or positive 2, negative 3. Now let's go ahead and graph this. So our y-intercept is 3, positive 3. And our slope is negative 2. So we're going to go down 2, positive 3. All right, remember, only one of them's negative. Now watch, I can do the opposite and still be on this line. I can go up 2, so a positive 2, negative 3, and I'm still on that line. All right, so remember that it's negative 2 over 3 or positive 2 over negative 3. Okay, so hopefully this helps you a little bit. We'll work on a lot of this in class as we go along. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe and like below, and remember to be more awesome.